Question number 5 of this exercise says that a vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 centimeters, while its radius of its top, which is open, is 5 centimeters. It is filled with water up to the brim, that is to the top surface, till the top surface. When lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 centimeters, are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. We have to find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. So to start with, we'll draw a figure of the vessel and the lead shots to visualize it better. And this is how the inverted cone looks like, in which the water is filled up to the top surface, which is called as the brim. This is a lead shot with radius 0.5 centimeters, and we do not know how many such lead shots has been dropped into the inverted cone. But on dropping a certain number of these lead shots, 1/4 of the water in the vessel flows out. So what we can write is the volume of water, as basically it was filled up to the brim of the inverted cone, will be equal to the volume of the cone. So we can find the volume of cone with the formula 1/3 pi. Will take the radius of the cone as capital R. So 1/3 pi r square h. Now, as given in the question, the volume of all the lead shots, the volume of lead shots will be equal to 1/4 of the volume of the vessel, or the volume of the water that we initially had, the total volume of water that we initially had. Now this is because the number of spheres which are dropped into the inverted cone will displace the same amount of water as is their volume. So whatever be the volume of a collective number of spheres which is dropped into the inverted cone, same will be the amount of water which will flow out of the cone. So this is why we write volume of lead shots equals 1/4 of the volume of water that has flown out. So as volume of the lead shots has to be found, and we do not know the number, let's say the number of lead shots are n. So n times the volume of one lead shot, that is the volume of one sphere, that is we get it as 4/3 pi small r cube. Because the radius of the sphere and the cone is different, we have taken the radius of the sphere as small r, will be equal to 1/4 times the volume of water, which we have just now found out as 1/3 pi r square h. So from this we can say that the number of spheres will be equal to 1/4 times 3 pi r square h divided by 4/3 pi r cube. So that will give us times 3/4 pi r cube. We can cancel out pi and pi, 3 and 3. So we are left with r square h divided by 16 r cube. So we can further take the calculation on the other side of the page. Now that gives us that n equals r square, that is the capital R, 5 times 5 times h, which is 8, divided by 16 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5. So 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. 0.5 times 10 will give us 5. 0.5 times 10 will give us 5 again. Then we know that 2 times 5 is 10 and 0.5 times 10 is 5 again. So the number of lead shots that were dropped into the inverted cone so that 1/4 of the water flew out was 100. So 100 lead shots need 1/4 of the water to flow out of the inverted cone, and this is how we solve this question.
To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.